How we doing, everybody? I am very excited to be back for another wonderful Saturday stream where we're going to be playing some Elden Ring, doing a Deathless run. Now, last time, I believe I got my absolute butt whooped. And we're going to try to start a new character. And I think the only weapon class I haven't done yet that I am aware of that, sounds fun. Okay, headphones. Stop getting tangled in cords. I think the only weapon I haven't done that is fun, or should be fun, is twin blades. So I think that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to do this. We're going to see what happens. We're not going to die today. Ever. No death. No death. Should we start with warrior? Yeah, we'll start with warrior. Let me... name. I think we're on 11. Deathless 11. Yup. I mean, definitely 1, and I just have a typo. It's definitely my first attempt. Definitely my first attempt. Load. Beauty. And did I do everything I wanted? Yes, I did. Alright, let's do this. Twin blades, here we come, baby. Here we come, baby. Alright. We gotta start, obviously, with the hardest boss of the game, though. We can't skip him. That god dang Soldier of Godric. So, quick review for anybody just joining in who's never seen me play this before. Because I'm clearly just goated at this, obviously. Definitely starting at the end of the game. Definitely not the beginning of the game, because I'm so good at this. But with the Deathless run, if there's any boss title or boss bar that comes up on screen, I gotta fight him. With the exception of Grafted Scion, this boss here that's gonna come in. Because it's a guaranteed death either way, so saying, like, I have to beat it first doesn't really do anything. As long as I make it clear I'm not fighting him, we're good. Then, every run, I do have to try to use a different weapon, so I can't get really, really good with one weapon and then use it again the next run. I have to do something different. Doesn't mean I can't come back to it later in life when I eventually die a 12th time. But I want to use everything to see what builds work best, so that way when I get to Deathless run attempt number 1000, because I'm sure that's how long it's going to take me. Oh, excuse me. We can figure out what weapons I should choose and what weapons I should just ignore. So we're using a little bit of everything, because who knows, maybe, just maybe, your boy can be a little bit more creative with the builds that we're doing, and then I can get something that's ridiculously strong. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, I'm gonna kill all of you for good luck. And then we're gonna run through here, dodging bullets. Oh, man. I'm so ready for the stream. You guys have no idea. I have had one of the longest mentally draining weeks ever. And it's because all I've wanted to do is make YouTube videos and stream, and I haven't had nearly as much chance this week to do it as I wanted. Like, normally I got, like, every day I have time in the morning to get some stuff done for YouTube, whether it be, like, recording something, walkthrough prep, etc. Or even, like, editing a shorts video, which I'm just nowhere near finished, unfortunately. This week I just haven't. Like, I just haven't. And then the one morning that I did, I was so physically exhausted, I chose to sleep. Because I just haven't had much sleep this week. But yeah. Every day. Every morning, pretty much. I was up at the crack of dawn, and I wasn't getting home until, like, 9:30 at night. And at that point, I was like, there's no way I can mentally handle a walkthrough. Making sure I get everything done right. Not missing any items or any of that nonsense. Fighting tough bosses, especially since we're now going to be on the DLC, because the base game is pretty much done. which is awesome because like it's actually jaw-dropping how big Elden Ring is. And I say that because it's like there's some people that think Elden Ring's a very empty game, which, I mean, at points I kind of agree with it, but there's so much stuff to do inside the game, right? This isn't a game like GTA 5 or Crimson Desert where there's so much extra stuff. It's a Souls game, right? So that's the main draw of the game. You don't play this game because you want to start a business inside Elden Ring, right? That'd be kind of cool if they did that eventually, but like there's no need for that when almost 100% of the fan base, I'm not going to say 100%, but close to 100% of the fan base really enjoys just playing these games for the combat. You know what I mean? Like, if I was a game dev, I wouldn't put any of the extra stuff. I would just put what we're really good at and give you a lot of it, and that's what you're going to do. Speaking of game devs, I don't remember the company of Phantom Blade Zero, but I read an article this morning of them talking about what different, like the effects of like, oh god, what was it? AI on video games, and they're like, yeah, in our video game we have 0 AI content inside of it. So, for example, like Expedition 33 was got under flack for a little bit of their art that they have throughout the game, like little tiny art pieces that they used for AI to make them, and people had a really big issue with that. And Phantom Blade Zero, their game directors are like, yeah, we don't do that. We have literally nothing. So our game that has so much in it has nothing, which doesn't seem like a big deal, but apparently to some people it is. Like, I personally don't care if they use a little bit of AI here and there to make sure that, like, some of the things that aren't as important or not everybody's gonna see is done, so the game looks finished. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if a game does that. I just don't want AI to do everything. You know what I mean? Because that's where the creativity of people disappears. But in Phantom Blade Zero, they said we've every single part of the game somebody has worked on, somebody has coded, somebody has created, and everything essentially is well on their way to being done, which I'm very happy about, because that is probably the next game I'm actually thoroughly excited for. I want a new action RPG game that has the main focus of the game being the combat. That's what I want. I want that. I don't want a Crimson Desert that has basically anything under the sun that a video gamer could be looking for, because that means there's content in there that I'm going to avoid and miss out on because I don't like puzzles. It's just how it would be. So whenever I get around to playing that game, there's going to be a decent chunk of the game either I don't do or I just get annoyed at because I have to complete it if I want to get a certain item. Which, kind of a bummer, but also not every game needs to be like From Software where they lock stuff behind either quests, which are basically just conversations and hide and seek, or boss fights.
Then it said, summon me. I bequeath. It will some torrent has treat him.
Alright.
Shall I tell them share them with
Oh, that's right. I don't have enough money. Let's use this. And then we will start. Yes. We are getting health up, baby. I didn't equip torrent yet. What's wrong with me? There we go. Alright, I'm gonna run through, grab my map piece, and then we are going to head to get my twin blade. Ooh, I should also go grab this thingamajig. I underestimated the starting garb for the warrior class. I actually really like it. It might be my favorite. Like, it might be even better than the, samurai class. Like, that just looks sick. I don't know about the headpiece though, but like, that looks good. That's a really good look. That's a really, really good look. I enjoy that. Alright, let's get this grace. I'm not gonna fight any bosses yet, so this is gonna be kind of tricky trying to avoid the dragon. Because I would like to fight every boss with twin blades. Then I'd also have to figure out where the next twin blade is, because I'd love to dual wield twin blades. Because that can be stupidly broken. I just don't know if there's a twin blade in Liurnia. Because I don't think there's any more in Limgrave, other than just this basic one. Alright, I think if I go that way, the dragon activates, so we're just going to go this way. Alright, where is Twin Blade? It's in like a hidden section, I think. Because one of them is a trap. I think this one is the good one. I think this one has my weapon. Yeah, Twin Blade, nice. And oh, I need 2 more levels. Well, that sucks. That's not the right weapon. All right. Really, you need 18 dexterity. Dang it! I should have put 2 levels into dexterity then. Oh well. Who said that? You guys heard that, right? I've never heard that before. That was cool. And creepy at the same time. I don't know what I want to do. What I want to fight. Should we just go to the troll? Yeah, we'll go to the troll. We'll go to the troll. Because I'll get some smithing stones. We'll get a level or 2. And then we should be able to use the twin blade by that point. And hopefully, if I get enough money, we should be able to level it up. We also are then going to go grab the flail, and then we're going to go into Caelid and wipe out the dragon, Grail, that's there, and get 75,000 runes. Then we're going to make sure our build is a little bit more tanky. And I'm sure you guys are thinking, am I going to play naked at some point? And I don't mean me, I mean my character. Is my character going to get naked? Or is my character going to be in heavy armor trying to use everything to the advantage? And I don't, honestly, I don't know. We'll see how good I get. We'll see how good I get. If I got skills that kill, yeah, we'll be naked. If not, I might find some fatty armor and get enough stamina to where I can do a normal roll and go from there. Wow, I was really hoping these would stagger, but I guess not. Okay. Oh, that's a bummer. Maybe we won't fight very many of these dudes. Unless I backstab farm, which I'm not good at in most cases. Yeah, I just got punched in the face. Whoa, alright, that was a backstab. Oh, what'd you give me? Nice. I'll take it. Dang, your tracking was really good there, dude. You almost had me. Got him. Alright, let's just kill this dude, and then we will run and grab the item past the rats, and then we'll go from there. Beauty. Oh, the pickaxe. I love pickaxe. That's like my favorite weapon. Rip, how we doing, dude? So, you just missed the start of the stream. Didn't miss much. We got the weapon we're going to use. We just got to get a little bit stronger in order to use it. We're going to be using the twin blade this time. So I think that's the last class in the early game weapons that I think I haven't used yet. That's actually fun. Alright, 1 heal left. I think we're just going to run to the boss. I think we're gonna ignore the stones and just run to the boss. And if I survive, we'll run back through the level with the rest of the heals and go from there. This isn't to the boss. I'm dumb. I gotta pull the lever. You'd think with how often I've been in this dungeon, especially just for the Deathless streams, Deathless runs alone, I would know my way around. But I'm kind of dumb sometimes. Alright, excuse me. Just need to grab that. And I need to grab that. And then down I go. You're not gonna throw stuff at me, are you? Yep, you were. What an aggressive human being. Is it a human being? Or of a stone? A stone dude? A rock man? Alright, let's see. How nice will this troll be? I really don't want to die to a troll. That's not on my bucket list today. Ow. Nice. We got that. That's not the right button. I thought for a second I was playing Neo or Zelda or something where the bumpers weren't the attack buttons. Not my brightest moment. I'm just gonna heal. I don't know how hard this is gonna hit me. Ow. Oh, no! Wait, what? He's still alive? What? 1 HP in a dream, I guess. The cheater. Dang it. Starting off hot, I guess. Well, we didn't even get to use the twin blade, so I guess I can do it again. Wow, that was a long run. 15 minutes. Alright, let's try it again. Hey, we didn't even get the run started. You can't be mad about that one. We barely left the tutorial. Number 12, baby. Alright, lands between ruin. Let's just use Johnny Generic instead of my custom lady. See if Johnny Generic's got it. I have no, but that's fine. Alright, Ring of Mikola. God, I still have... With the Deathless run, were you on number 12? This is number 12 right now, yep. Yep, last one was 11. And ironically, the first run was the best one, where I got all the way to Liurnia. Which doesn't make any sense, because you'd think after all of the tries I would have gotten close to the same point. But, oh well. Such is life. Lock in? I know, I gotta be better. I gotta be much better. Yeah, you were, I'm pretty sure. Was that the first Deathless run? I think that was the first Deathless run. Yeah. Yeah, that was like, what, 3 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago? God, time flies when you're having fun. As always, gotta start off with the hardest boss at the run. For surezies. You know, if this week stream does not go very well, maybe next weekend we'll do a randomizer. Because I got Elden Ring on my PC. Maybe we'll do a randomizer. I haven't done one of those on stream before, but they're pretty fun. I enjoy those a lot. Randomizer would be cool. For sure. So the last randomizer I did on my own, I had, for my first boss, I think I had Dragon Lord Placidusax in Margette's spot. And then the Tree Sentinel, I think, was, oh god, who was it? I think it was like Loretta. It was kind of funny because it was just another Tree Sentinel that was reskinned. It was pretty cool. Randomizers are a blast. And they're just horrifying at the same time because you never know what's around the corner. These scimitars are kind of cool. I've never used curved swords, I don't think. Maybe I'll use them after the Twin Blades. Just kidding. Twin Blade's gonna be the one that takes it all the way to the end. Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on, I had to do my inventory. Oh, it does have parry, nice. Oh, you missed. There we go. Your Malekith build has been going good so far? That's good, dude. Did you get both of his weapons? The blade and then like the incantation or whatever it is? Because that's probably... The incantation, honestly, is what makes the build way more crazy. Using both and his armor? Oh, that's awesome, dude. His armor's so cool. Definitely top 3 boss armor in the game, including the DLC, in my opinion. I think for the armor, though, I think my preference would be the Rilana armor. Maybe not the headpiece, but the Rilana armor set's so cool. It's very regal. I kind of like it. I like it a lot, actually. Alright, I gotta remember, this time I have to use my Land Between Ruin in Dexterity, then Health. So I can actually use the flail and use the Twin Blade, because the Twin Blade takes 18 dex. Alright, let's grab that. Should I get the crafting thing? Yeah, why not? Why not? You don't know much about the DLC except your friend has told you it looks peak. It is really good. It is very, very, very good. I really enjoyed the DLC until I got to certain points where it's like, okay, this is just a lot of ridiculousness. Like, I think... I'm not trying to say the DLC's bad, but when you've gotten to the point where you're playing through it a second, a third, or a fourth time, you really start to notice, like, what the game developers did to purposefully try to make it harder. Because like the game or the DLC came out, I think, like 2 years after the game came out. So people were going into the DLC with New Game Plus 7 with complete builds. So it's not like they were going in like with this, which is just a new game character and maybe playing the game for like 20 hours. Like these guys that had builds, they were going at 713 max level. So they had to put in a different system that makes the DLC harder. So if you go in at max level, you're still going to be hitting at somebody who is at the hard caps for all of the other levels. So you're not going to be hitting nearly as hard as you would think. Which is what the Shadow Tree Fragment stuff is all about. Because that's going to be where you're actually increasing your attack power, your health, all of your stats. So... it's very interesting how that stuff worked. Which, that is actually a negative. I don't like that. I don't like it because they had a better way of doing that, which is in Sekiro. Like, if you had an upgrade item, you're going into it, when I go into it, it'll be a new game build. Yeah, that's what I recommend. I'm going to recommend people once we finish the episode, or finish the base game walkthrough, is that you don't go in New Game Plus, because it's going to be ridiculous. Like, I went in with New Game Plus 7, and I'm like, I'm just gonna use the last dude I did in New Game, because it's annoying how hard the early part of the DLC is if you don't know anything. Like, I didn't know a single thing about the DLC. I had no spoilers, I had no nothing. I went in completely blind, and I really enjoyed that playthrough. But man, the start of the game was so hard until I understood, like, you have to get these items or you're just not going to have fun at all. Because you're just going to constantly get hit redonkulously hard by everything. And that's kind of what I'm going to preface the DLC about. If you want to have a more balanced experience, you got to find these specific items first. Then go into the actual playthrough of the game. But I wish they did it in the way of Sekiro, where if you had an upgrade item, it was behind a boss or a skill check enemy. But in Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, you just find the items in your exploration, which I'm not a fan of. I think that was, I don't want to say lazy, but I think it could have been better executed. Because that's one of the reasons why I love Sekiro so much, is that it's like, dude, you have to get good if you want to get it easier, which is really cool because they even start the game in easy mode. So you'll be good going to it with a new game build? Yes, sir. Hey, Mbappe. Did I say it right? I think I learned it. Mbappe. How you been? And if you remember, did you say your plan is to take like a week break before the DLC? I have not decided. I was going to talk with my girlfriend and see if she had things planned. Because I might be, in the evenings, we might be hanging out with her a little more often, just because with the YouTube videos and everything taking up most of my time. And with my work schedule still being a little crazy, I feel bad that I'm not hanging out with her as much as I should, because this is kind of consuming my life. So I'm thinking about taking a week off, but it might not be a full week. It might only be like 3 or 4 days, and then I start. So it'd be like a week, maybe a little bit longer, or maybe a little less than a week before the next video comes out. So if it comes out on a Tuesday, like the final episode comes out on a Tuesday, it might be like skip Thursday and then start on Tuesday. Or if I do take a week, it would be coming out on the following Thursday. Oh, I did say your name right? Awesome. I tried so hard to figure out how that pronunciation was, because you talked about that soccer player, or that football player, and I was like, okay, I need to figure this out, because I'm dyslexic and can't read for dang. Like, my good, it's bad. So having a confusing name like that is very good that I now know how to say it. Makes me feel much better about myself. All right, I grabbed the flail, right? I did. Cool. Now we just need to go get my twin blades. Awesome, I did. Excellent. Oh, don't trigger the dragon. I don't want to fight the dragon yet. You okay, buddy? Did you try to kill a dragonfly? I hate those things too. That's so creepy. This is my first time coming here at night. I did not know those enemies talk. I did not know those enemies talk. I thought they always just grunted. It's creepy. It's cool, but creepy. Alright, now I can use my twin blade. Alright, I'll actually put my shield back on. Beauty. You hate the dragons in this game? Try taking your advice and hit them in the head, but each time I swing, bro, lifts his head and dies. Hey, it takes a while to learn the attack patterns of the dragons, but I think it's so much easier than trying to fight them by scratching at their claws where you can't really see what they're doing. Because, like, most of the time when you fight the dragons, you're in the safe zone. Most of the time. Not every swing, and it depends on their RNG. Like, I'll show you and see if I can pull it off with the twin blades. And then it's just important to know what weapon works best. Like, what attack with your weapon works best. Because, like, with this weapon, it's got a thrust. That's not going to be ideal for the dragon, so I'd have to use, like, that move. And even then, might not be ideal. Because the second swing is the one that does damage. I've also fought so many dragons that they're just not even a chore. Actually, they act more like a chore than an actual fight. Well, that's illegal. You can't do that. Oh, now we're gonna do this one? Alright, I might get hit. Whew! For some reason, the farther away he is, the weirder the hitbox is. You're convinced the dragon tries harder against you? Hey, that might be the case. That might be the case. Maybe I hacked my PS5 Pro. Got the easy dragons. If only I was smart enough to do that. I would love for you to stagger, because it's getting really old trying to fight you to stagger. There we go. Alright, now... Oh, that's right. I don't have two. That's fine. I might need to get some type of Ash of War, like with bleed going on. Because this double hit combo is going to be pretty good. But I don't know if Bloody Slash will work on it. Oh no, I'm dead. Well, that was close. That was very close. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Where are you? Well, that. Oh. Okay. He has problems. He has problems. Is he gonna come back down? Or is he just up there now? Are you coming back down? No? Okay. Ooh, okay. Alright, that scared me. That was a lot faster than I expected. Oh, we're right there. Hey, that was pretty easy. Good recovery. Very good recovery by me. You get 5,000 for that? I didn't know that. Huh. Alright. Well, that works for me. Now let's make our way to Caleb. For a hot second, I thought I was going to die from the fire. Because every now and again, if you, like, roll too early or get up too early, you will get hit by that same fireball. It's really annoying. Did I grab the Ash of War thingamajig? I don't think I did. Alright, right here. So let's head down. Alright, excellent. I'm gonna head up north. I'm gonna take the long, scenic route instead of the shorter route with a lot of jumps. Just because I want to get my golden seed too. That's over here. Ooh, you know what I could do next week too instead of a randomizer? Maybe play a couple rounds of Night Rain. Do that solo. I haven't played Night Rain solo in a while. Last time I remember, that game was hard when you played solo. Way easier with friends. Alright, let's do the flask. I don't really want to talk to Melina. Alright, stone sword key. And away we go. Should be smithing stones on this side that we need for the sword. The twin blade. Ooh, money. I would grab the money, but the money's not important. Yet. Need that, Grace, so we'll come back later. Because if I can't use Bloody Slash... Oh, God, my eye. If I can't use Bloody Slash, we'll use Spinning Slash and we'll get it keen so we can level it up. Level up this weapon and our character a little better.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Indeed, I can hear you. It's unfortunate, big man. I'll come help you eventually. Maybe. Probably not. I love how the game tells you you're in Limgrave when you're still in Limgrave. It's very helpful. Very helpful. Alright, we got that. Let's go fight this boss, because we're going to trigger it. Oh. Oh, and he didn't give me the good spawn where he's right here. That's a bummer. Oh well. I do love that this boss has like a little cult following. And I'm not talking about his skelly man that he summons. But like there's actually people that are like, oh, I love this boss. He's so cool. He's so funny. Miss me. Oh, that's not fair. Oh, hey, he moved. Alright, big donkey. You gotta chill out. I love this combo. So cool. Like, I wonder if they actually had a martial artist or somebody trained in like a bow staff come in and do these movesets, or if they just made it up. Spear bro, calm down. There we go. Easy peasy. Free money. All right, let's go and say hi to a dragon. I forget how long this run is sometimes. Torrent's got to be really tired from carrying my big butt all the time. Like, I'm a pretty big dude. I'm 6'1", 300 pounds. I'm a big dude. Torrent must be tired. Yeah. Giant crows with teeth. It's just horrifying. Almost there, though. We're like halfway. Let's get this just in case I need it. If and when I get to Caelid. Is there a twin blade in Caelid? I don't remember. I know there's one or two in Altus Plateau. Actually, I think there's like 3 or 4 in Altus Plateau. Because you have the Gargoyles, twin blade. You got the Knight's twin blade and the Godskin peeler. I don't know if there's another twin blade. Not in Altus Plateau. Oh, Eleanor's pole blade's also in Altus Plateau. Huh. We might only be rocking one for most of the playthrough. And I'd love to get 2 because the jump attacks are excellent. Because they got a little bit bigger hitbox than the curved swords. So like the scimitars that this class has, they have just a smidge bigger hitbox on their first little nudging strike. So you hit that more often. Alright, here's our dragon. Gotta put the flail on. That way I can scratch it real good, right in the shin. Right in its ankle, maybe. It's probably its ankle. Then eventually, it'll die. Ooh, I don't think I've done a flail run either. I think I could do that after this. I'm good, lady. I got a dragon to kill. I gotta scratch him. He's very itchy. Alright, here we are. Almost there. I wonder how fast you'd kill him if you had Lord of Blood to Exaltation. And then the Rotten Sword. What's it called? The Rotten Knight Sword Insignia? Talisman? The one that grants you like higher damage for successive attacks. You'd probably kill that thing pretty quick. Like even with the roar, I think even with the roar active, I think you'd kill it pretty quick. Like it might even be enough. You might even do enough damage offensively that you could stack up to be back to normal. And then with all the bleed buildup, you probably die pretty quick. About halfway there. Almost done. What a tragic way to go for this dragon. Can't move, just feels us scratching at its toes, and then eventually dies. Tragic. Absolutely tragic. Almost there. You gotta get back to work. Good luck. Hey, thanks, Rip. Glad you could stop by for a little bit. I appreciate you hanging out, man. Hope you have a good Saturday if you don't make it back to the stream. You're gonna finish the Haylig Tree video tonight. Have a good day. Sounds good, man. Good luck beating Melania. She is absolutely ridiculous. Almost. There we go. Yeah, that's what I needed. That's what I like. Excellent. Sweet. We got the dragon heart. Oh. All right, let's go 25. We'll get that up to 15. Then I think for now we'll just go dexterity to... Ooh, 24. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised at how much damage that's doing. Alright, I got 640. How much money do I have? Literally nothing. Okay, excellent. I didn't grab the map piece in Limgrave? What is wrong with me? Oh, must have been talking too much. Oh well, that happens. Alright, let's go grab the map piece. And then we're going to go fight the troll again. And hopefully we won't die to the troll this time. Then once we do that, we'll level up our weapon enough to where we can move on to and clear pretty much the rest of Limgrave. It'd be crazy to see somebody do a Deathless speed run. That'd be pretty tough. Didn't somebody do that? I think they called it like the God Run. I don't remember that guy's name, but I thought that was a big thing. Like if that's a thing, that's pretty crazy. Like a speed run, beating the game as fast as you can without getting hit and no death. That's wild. Alright. Couple more dudes we'll take out, then we're gonna run to the boss. Whoops. Sorry, just wanted the stone. Got him. Alright, let's kill these rats. Grab the stone that's back here. I'm gonna die to rats, aren't I? Nope, not today. Can I fight you in a way that's not gonna make me feel like I'm gonna die because of the camera? There we go. That's better. That's much better. Alright, let's head down the tunnel. So we can get to our boss fight. You love it when 5 rats gang up on you and then spam a little attack consistently? Yeah. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. It's even worse in the earlier games. Like Dark Souls 1 has so many rats throughout that game, and they even poisoned you all the time. Like, oh, it was horrible. Like, still a really fun game, but like that was the worst experience in Dark Souls, in my opinion. But it also made it feel more like Dark Souls when that happened, you know? It's hard to describe. Oh god. Okay, cool. I thought I was gonna fall to my death there. That would have been a bummer. Alright, we got our stones. Now let's hopefully not die to this troll, like I did last time. Beauty. Excellent. Take your time, big bunker. Whew. Oh, I disagree. Scared me. I wasn't ready for that. Ow, good move. No. No stepping. Oh, another combo. Elden Ring was your first real RPG. You're playing Dark Souls 1 in the older games is impossible. Or playing the other games is impossible. Elden Ring is too smooth. That's fair. That's a fair point. I kind of say the same thing about Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2, for some reason, just feels way slower than Dark Souls 1. But my first game was Bloodborne, and then when I fell in love with that game, I heard Dark Souls 3 came out, so I played that one, fell in love with that game, and then I went back to play Dark Souls 1, then Dark Souls 2, and man, I could Dark Souls 2 is a good game, but man, what a step down. Like, it's not as fun as Dark Souls 1, in my opinion. There's just the amount of slow attacks, like you just feel so slow in that game with any weapon, even a dagger, and the amount of enemies that are pretty strong or pretty aggressive, or they just put a lot in one tiny room and say, here, figure it out. It's really frustrating. Like that's my experience with Dark Souls 2. And I've also been asked this by other people, like, what's your favorite boss of Dark Souls 2? I'm like, I don't remember. That tells you how high that game rates for me. It's not that I don't like it. It's just like I don't remember because I played the game once and I didn't enjoy my experience enough to play it again. So I don't have a favorite boss in Dark Souls 2, unfortunately. Like, I remember playing in the DLC against Fume Knight. I kind of enjoyed that fight, but I don't remember any of the moves. None. Not a single thing. Because it's been years since I played that game. Oh, I was supposed to upgrade my weapon. I'm done. Oh well. We'll do that now. We got a grace here. But I will say, when we're talking about Dark Souls 3 definitely sped up the combat. They took notes from Bloodborne and applied that to Dark Souls 3, and then carried it over to Elden Ring. And Sekiro. And Sekiro's even faster than Elden Ring, which is one of the reasons why I like that game too. Oh, that's right, I was going to talk to her. So we can go to the round table.
Very well. Let my hand rest upon you.
I will say too, I can't wait to get through all of the From Software games on my channel. It's just like right now, in the last month, just looking at my analytics, because I did that yesterday when I had like 10 minutes to just check. My channel has almost doubled this month compared to what it was at the start of the last 30 days. Like today's what? April 11th, so the middle of March until now, my channel has doubled in size. Absolutely wild, and I am so thrilled that that's happening. Like, I thought, like, this is just going to be something that was going to take me forever to grow. It's going to be, like, one person every couple weeks. I've had, like, 40-some people subscribe to my channel in the last 30 days, and that makes me feel so happy inside, because I'm shocked that I'm doing enough content, and I'm entertaining enough that I got more than one person a week to like my stuff enough to subscribe. Makes me feel really good. Makes me feel like some of this hard work that I've been doing and putting myself through in long hours is paying off. And I still have a long way to go before I'm anywhere close to the dude I want to be on YouTube. Like, I've mentioned this the last few streams, but like I have got some plans to do some pretty cool things on YouTube. It's just going to be a matter of time. Like, how long do I have between my work life and YouTube to get all of this stuff done? And that's the frustrating part for me, because I know the cool stuff that I have planned. I know how long it's going to take. It's just I don't want to take it that long. Like, I want it done right now. And unfortunately, in the world we live in, you have to have money. So you have to have money to pay your bills. Otherwise, you ain't living where we're at. You ain't paying for internet where you're at. So gotta go to work, the grown-up job.
Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great...
Yeah, I don't want to rescue you.
I am Kenneth Height, and I have seen quite enough.
Love this move. I love this weapon. It's so cool.
Why have you forsaken?
Alright, let's get to our fort so we can hopefully get Bloody Slash. And hopefully that works on this weapon, but honestly, I won't be surprised if it doesn't. It's going to be a real bummer if it doesn't. Alright, where is my flask? Then we can come this way. Oh, that might... Okay, never mind. I was like, oh, that might hurt. Do you have stones? I don't remember. Oh, you have ones. I already have ones. Thought you had twos. There's a few merchants in Limgrave that have twos, but I don't remember where they're at. I know one or two of them's in Weeping Peninsula. But we'll go there eventually. We got some stuff to grab first. It's a little more high priority. You just started watching the Caelid walkthrough and you're happy, got bored of Liurnia, it's so big. I know, that's one of my complaints with Elden Ring in general. Like, it's just so big. If you're not going for everything, or if you're not going for what you want, it's really hard to get through sometimes, right? Like, it's tough. I've got probably 1,000 hours by now, maybe more. A little more than 1,000 hours if I had to guess. Between all of my past playthroughs that I've done, the walkthrough prep, my actual walkthrough, now streaming the game. Like, man, this game's big. And that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because there's a lot of content. It's a bad thing because if I don't want to do the content, it takes me forever to get where I should do, or it takes me forever to get anywhere. Well, that was lucky. You see nothing, Pumpkinhead. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, it's big, but sometimes you wish you had more. Same. I'm the same way. I am the exact same way. Because there is such good content inside Elden Ring that, like, what my complaint was with it's too big is, like, I don't like a ton of repeat content. Because a lot of their old games, they don't have a ton of repeat content. Like, there's some enemies that, are, like, fun to fight in late game, like the Banished Knights. You find them in Stormvale Castle, then you find them in Farum Azula. But, like, at the same time, I wish I had other enemies to fight aside from Banished Knights. You know what I mean? And same with the bosses. Like, there's so many tree sentinels. There's so many avatars. There's so many spirits. Ulcerated tree spirits. Like, why not come up with other stuff, too? But you can only ask for so much, right? But most of it's good. You just didn't want it to end. I'm the same way. Like, I'm the same way. It's like a conflicting thought or belief that I have with this game. But, like, it's so good. I just wish that what was more wasn't the same as what they've done. Which is kind of what I got with Night Rain, a little bit. Because it's repeat content to an extent, but you're also getting new stuff. Like, the Night Lords are all new. They're not bosses from other games, which is really good. But at the same time, you also have some bosses that are from Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, or Elden Ring in the game, which, not a bad thing necessarily, but not a good thing necessarily either. When you're paying X amount of dollars and you want new content and you're paying for stuff you probably already had from a different game, that's kind of a letdown at the same time. But everybody has their own varying opinion on that. Oh, I missed that parry. Got the backstab, though. Got him! Ah, got him. That was awesome. That was pretty sweet. Alright, I did what I wanted there. Is there anything else I want to get before I just start a boss rush and go run to bosses? I think we'll go to that catacomb. But before I go to the catacomb, we're going to go there to check out the Ash of War. Ash of War. Yes, it can learn it. Awesome. 72 bleed. That's not bad. That's not bad. Alright, now let's head to that catacomb. I don't remember what it's called. It's like Death Touched or something. That way I can get my Assassin's Dagger Talisman, the red one, that gives me health back on crits. Because I want to play with a little bit of parries, too. Because parrying is very fun in these games. When you first played the game, you thought Caelid was the area after Limgrave, so you went in, spent like 5 hours running around getting one shot. There were a lot of people that made that same mistake. Like, I went in there before I even completed Limgrave. I just wanted to see what the area was about, and I got obliterated immediately. And I was like, okay, we'll come back way later. This might be like mid to end game, and I'm still in new game, in the beginning of the game. So we'll go the other way, like a sane person. One of my buddies ended up going through Caelid way too early. Like, he went through Caelid, and then he went through Liurnia, but he never went away from Caelid. Like, he just toughed it out. One of the craziest things I've ever heard of somebody doing. They're like, yeah, pre-nerf Radon, I beat him. What was your weapon at? I was like, +5. I'm like, your weapon was +5? What'd you use? I think I had like the pickaxe or something. It was just a basic weapon. And I'm like, dude, how long did that take you? Oh, I was in Caelid a couple days. Jesus, okay. A couple days. Oh, that sounds awful. But he enjoyed every second of it. He's like, yeah, I loved the misery and the pain. And I'm like, once I find an area, I'm going to do everything in that area before I move on. That's just how he plays. Absolutely wild. I could not do that. It's one of the reasons why I love these games so much, is because normally they have a branching path that you can go. So if one area is hard, just try exploring a different location, and you'll probably find out where you need to go. Oh my god, that was strong. I did not expect that. Holy crap. Alright, let's grab the death root. Then we're going to head back. Alright, let's rest to regain the health. $7,000. You gotta remember that. So I stopped checking. Now I think I've gotten pretty close to everything I wanted. I think. I think it's just time to clear bosses now. I don't want to do everything in Limgrave, but I should do some stuff. I should fight Tree Sentinel. I don't think I ever really fight this dude in Limgrave, because I always forget about him. Oh, hi. What's up, lady?
I'd heard and upon the talk thou art but call forth.
Indubitably.
I was entrusted by torrents. 'Tis the best summon the spirit now. It is the. I doubt we shall. How long will before the time?
Okay, good talk. All right, time to mess up Tree Sentinel. Which my weapon's upgraded, right? Yeah, it should be fine. Oh, that hurt. Oh, I almost went face first into that. I love this move. So cool. Oh, look at that bleed. Ah, I was early. Dang it. Up. 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 I'm a little early on that, I guess. I'm surprised bleed hasn't procced again. Why am I always late or early? I don't understand. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong there. There's the other big rock. Almost there. Hey, I did it right. Look at that. I did it right. Finally. It only took me way more chances than it should have. Oh, I haven't used the halberd either yet. I should do that at one point. But obviously, if I'm going to use a halberd, we're going to use the Golden Vow one. The one that we just got, the Golden Halberd. Alright. Let's do... let's go to Bloodhound Knight. See if I can mess him up. This dude or the Zamor Warrior are normally the ones that get me. But I think I'll be okay since I have a +3 weapon. And I have, whatchamacallit. I have a +3 weapon and I have a lot of health. So I should be okay. Hi, Yura. Let's start your quest line.
Beautiful one, that's the heart. If you should find yours and seek the degree, you know who put their hunger until the flesh strength. It's no surprise. You know who put their hunger until the flood.
Now let's continue to Bloodhound Knight. I wish they had more of this in the game too. Like, they don't have enough of this in the late game levels. Like, it's mainly in Limgrave, and then I could think of one catacomb or two as well. And then I just don't see, like, any of that outside of Limgrave. And I wish they did. I wish they had it in every section. Because that would have made it seem more like the Shattering was closer than what it is. If that makes sense. I think it would have helped the lore a little bit more than what it is right now, too. Ooh, bleed proc already. That was handy. Man, he's getting worked. My goodness. This dude is getting absolutely worked right now. Oh, he finally touched me. Oh, bleed. Easy. Very easy. Very, very easy. Can't use that weapon for a while. We used it last stream. Eventually, I'll probably come back to it. I like Grey Curve swords. They're fun. Alright, let's see. Should we go Crucible Knight? Because it's either Crucible Knight or Knight's Cavalry. You know what? We'll do Knight's Cavalry. This one messes me up every once in a while, too. It's not very often. It's more so the ads that are next to the boss. That's what gets me. Like the soldiers of Godric that are right there, and then the little MVPs.
You there? Could you help us out, Cully?
it. You see what I mean? Every now and again, they just get a little redonkulous. Hello. How are you? Ow. I really like it when you stand still. It makes the fight much more enjoyable. I disagree, but okay. Second bleed on the horse. I don't agree with that, but okay. Didn't think he was going to hit me with that, but alright. Got him. Oh. Right in the gooch. It's unfortunate for him. Yeah, the hitbox is weird, Mbappe. You are 100% right. Alright. Well, we got him. That makes me feel special. Repeating thrust. I wonder if that would be a good move on this, since this is also a pierce weapon. Crucible Knight? Yeah, nah. Let's go down to Weeping Peninsula, actually. I like saving Crucible Knight for the end, because he is actually a hard fight early on. Although I do have a shield and can parry him like no other. Alright, I think I'm going to try to get, since I have skill at 25, I think I'm going to try to get my health to 30. That way it actually takes a little bit of effort for me to die. And do I have a better helmet? Do I look good at least? Not really. Not really. We'll just stick with what we got. I do like the ambiance music that they got going around each level. Like, there's so much stuff in this game that I really like. And so when I complain about it, it's like a very minor complaint. Like complaining about stuff earlier. Oh, good shot, sir. That was impressive. But like complaining about the game's too big, like that is a minor complaint compared to what other games have tried to pass off as good. Like to compare to another massive open world, the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, one of the coolest games now, but when it came out, there was nothing in the game. Like, it was just flat zones, pretty much. It was just flat zones, and then every once in a while, an enemy or a group of enemies would just spawn in, and it'd be very abrupt because the Switch tech was already outdated when they chose to make the Switch. So, yeah. But then eventually they patched it to where it ran smoother, enemies actually loaded in, they added more groups of enemies throughout the world, and now the game actually feels alive. But like, I played it about a year after release, but I watched a lot of different people play the game on release, and that game was empty. It's very empty. And I like that when Tears of the Kingdom came out, they immediately fixed all of that. Like, there was no wondering if the world was alive. It was really good. That game I never finished though, because I got really tired of all the puzzles. And I'm not a crafter. Like, I don't like building stuff in games. So that part of it was very boring for me. I'm more of a blunt force, let's get this problem. I'm a hammer, here's a nail type of dude. Oh, good move, sir. Wasn't ready for that. Hey, I dodged it that time. There's that bleed proc that I love so much. Oh, I am stuck. I was all over you, sir, and I am sorry. Good move. Honestly, I was trying to see if I could get stuck again. Whew! That probably would have killed me if I got hit by it. Take your time, buddy. Take your time. There we go. Good. That makes me feel special. I love that attack. Well, alrighty. Let's rest, then we'll go get some sacred tears, another golden seed, another map piece, and so on from there. I wish there was more with Frenzied Flame stuff, too. Because we're going to get our first incantation up here. And I just wish there was more. Like, even in the DLC. Not sure if you guys watching have played the DLC, but, like, even in the DLC, I just wish there was more Frenzied Flame. Like, they give you so many different types of magic that's all the same kind. And then they give you only, like, 6 spells for Maddening Flame. Or Madness Magic and things like that. Like... You couldn't give us ones that were like buffs, debuffs, things like that. Kind of like what you did with other magic spells and other things like that. I wish they did something like that, where there was more madness stuff. More specific madness stuff. So like, maybe there's an incantation that boosts madness or increases the amount enemies get on top of just... what else is there, or there's other debuffs, or there's a different form, like instead of the like bursts of flames, maybe there's a giant fireball you chuck and then it blows up like that and adds extra madness streaks. Like, that would have been sick. That would have been sick, but to my knowledge that's not in the game. I don't know everything about the DLC yet. I'll get there though. I just started my walkthrough prep 2 days ago, and it was like loading it in, so I haven't really done anything yet, but that's fine. I think I did like one thing and that was it. Oh, I gotta go back up there now. That's a bummer. Hey, at least I grabbed that right away. That's good. I did something right. Alright, let's keep moving. And I'm not gonna suck this time. I am going to grab it. Aha! I love the charge attacks for Twin Blades. They're so cool. Like, they're so cool. Alright, we're going to get this Grace, and then we're going to go back and run around the rest of the Weeping Peninsula for more stones, more sacred tears. Then we should be good to go. Man, my office is getting hot. Like, whew. I know I'm wearing a light sweatshirt, but whew, man, I'm getting toasty. Is my fan on? It is on, okay. I might have to kick it up another notch because it's hot. I am just roasting. That was weird. Gave me the jump pad animation even though I wasn't on it. That's kind of funny. Alright, here's our church. And speaking of church, did you guys see the leaks for the live action Elden Ring movie? It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. They did like a one-for-one version of the rundown ruined churches. They're pretty sweet. Like the statues are identical. The block placements, the pillars, identical. It looks really, really good. So I have no idea what story they're gonna try to tell at A24, and I don't know the director's name, and I need to learn it. But that dude's on his 7th playthrough, or he was at the start of his like project being created and officially confirmed. He was on the start of his 7th playthrough of the game, so he's definitely going to be either basing the movie off of the source material, or he's going to be following the story of the game very closely, which I think is going to be cool. I hope he dives more into the shattering instead of what we play as in the game. Like, I think it'd be cool to follow Godfrey through the first establishment of the Lands Between and the Golden Order, and him becoming first Elden Lord, then being sent away by America, and then her somehow creating Radagon and all of that stuff. Like, I think that'd be really cool. And maybe it's not like a movie, maybe it's like a sequel or a trilogy or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Give it the Lord of the Rings treatment, where you actually are like, hey, we're not making a movie, we're making a trilogy of the game. Because there's so much in this that we can't put into 1 hour and a half, 2 hour block, 3 hour block. We got to make it 6 hours to get 3 movies worth and go from there. 'Cause I think that'd be pretty sweet. I think that'd be really cool. I normally don't like video game adaptations because some of the video games that I like that they've made movies for have just been awful. Like, believe it or not, your boy here's a huge Monster Hunter fan. I love Monster Hunter Wilds. That's probably up there for like my top 5 games in the 2020s. And the Monster Hunter movie that was made before Monster Hunter Wilds just completely butchered what Monster Hunter actually is. Like, it wasn't even like monsters being hunted. It was the other way around, of people being hunted by the monsters. And then they just brought in some monsters that people would know, or the fans would know, but they didn't do anything in regards of like what the monsters actually are. So hopefully it's not an adaptation like that, where they just have Radon in as an enemy, and he's just like a completely sane dude that's not based off of what he was or is in the game. Ow, that hurt a lot. I gotta focus. Oh, that's your ice storm. I'm out of heals. Oh crap, I really gotta focus. Good move, sir. Crap. I'm gonna die here, aren't I? No! Ah, there goes the run. God dang it. I told you, it's this dude or the this dude or the knight. Dang it. That's a bummer. I got distracted by bad movies. Crap. Yeah, that's how I feel. That is exactly how I feel. Alright, let's do new game. Actually, which one am I on? Was that 12? Yes, that was 12. Alright. New game. I think this time we're going to try a flail. I think I just need the warrior again, right? I think so. I think they're all scaling off of skill. You don't know if there are any video game adaptation movies that you like, to be honest. Most of them are really mid. I think most of them are bad. I don't even think they could be classified as okay. I think most of them are just bad. Like, the Resident Evil series, I think, eventually got to be good. But they're not even close to the games. Like, they're not. They're just not close. Like, they tried with the sequel to Resident Evil for the movies. Which, that's probably my favorite one out of all of them. Maybe Resident Evil Extinction too, but other than that, I don't think there's any Resident Evil movies that I think are good. And again, they don't follow the games. They're just based off of the games, which is not what I would want. Alright, let's do this again. I think we're going to go for the Knight Rider flail. So we're going to go to Weeping Peninsula relatively quick. Gran Turismo was decent. I haven't seen that one. I'll have to check that one out. I forgot there was a movie for that. And I think Need for Speed also had a movie too. But I'm not into like racing games or racing movies, so I'm going to have to check that out sometime. Cuz to me, like, racing movies are just gotta go fast, like Sonic the Hedgehog, and that's about it. Speaking of that, I know a lot of people like that movie, the series that's out there. I just haven't seen them because I was never a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog, unfortunately. It's kind of true, yeah. Allocate. All right, here we go. Soldier of Godric, I'm coming for you. Oh, I don't know if that came across the mic, but my neck popped twice. That's not a good thing. I don't think necks are supposed to sound like that. Oh. This moveset's pretty cool. I gotta try with just curved swords once. But we're doing the flail on this one. I haven't used the flail at all, other than just the dragon. It's pretty hard to adapt a game like Elden Ring into a trilogy. The game's just so big, so much to offer. I feel like a trilogy wouldn't be enough. I mean, you could get there. I think you could get there. I don't know if you've read the Lord of the Rings trilogy in the books, but like there's a lot that they left out of the books, and that trilogy is considered by very many high amount of critics to be the best trilogy ever made. If not the best, one of the best. So I think it's definitely doable. Like maybe your first act of Elden Ring is to eventually take down the first Elden Lord. Or they take down the first one near the start of the movie, and then they end it with R'Lana. Or they enter it like in Lord of the Rings, where they end up having like I can't remember which ones it is, but they're staring out. I think it's Gandalf, Legolas, Aragorn, and Gimli, and they're looking over at Mordor in the distance, and they're like basically prelude to that's where we're going next type of thing. And I think that would be a good way to end the movie, because it'd be like we're going into Caelid, and then it ends with a big flash of Radon. Like, I think that'd be pretty cool. Like, how you'd make an actual story out of that, though, that's the hard part. Because if you're telling the Tarnished story, I don't know how you'd make it into a movie at all. But if you're looking at, like, a trilogy, then it would be, like, what specific plots or NPCs are you trying to follow? You've watched the movies, but you're not the biggest fan of books? Your attention span's too bad for reading? Hey, I know the feeling. But I'm dyslexic. Like, I can't read worth a dang most of the time. And I have to read, otherwise I legitimately lose the ability to read. So I'll listen to audiobooks, or I'll read the actual books with the audiobooks just to help out, make sure I'm reading things correctly. Like, I don't have a ton of time for it with trying to do YouTube and working so much, but before I started, I was going through a lot of bigger books than I thought I'd ever be capable of reading. And I found a couple of series that are really, really good. And I think that might be your ticket. You just got to find a series that grasps you, like holds you hostage because of how good they are. Like, for me, that is the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. So The Way of Kings, definitely my favorite book, without a doubt. Favorite book ever. So good. But he's got like 5 books in that series as of right now, and all of them are thick. Like, thick. But there's so much in there that's just really good and captivating. And his world feels so alive and complex, but it's simple to understand. So it's good. It's a good series to read. I highly, highly, highly recommend that series. And if you want to listen to the audiobooks, they do have very good voice acting, or like readers that are very good at differentiating voices for different characters, so it makes it more interactive. It's pretty good.
Then it set summon I bequeath. Use it. It will summon torrent. Treat him with respect. Shall I turn? Let my share them with me.
Not enough to level up. That's unfortunate. It's because I didn't use this. Duh. Alright, let's throw 2 into dexterity, and then we're going to go into health. Then we're going to go get our flail, and we're just going to go kill the dragon right away. Then I'll go to the Knight Rider. Nice. Only books you've finished are the first 3 Dune books and the Count of Monte Cristo. I've read some of the Dune books too. They're really good. That's a good series. I have not read the Count of Monte Cristo though. What's that one about? If you don't want to write it, you could just tell me to look it up and I'll do it later. Yeah, but the Dune books are pretty solid too. Very in-depth. I like it a lot. One of the things I really like about the Brandon Sanderson books is, like, he writes his books with the intent of throwing the reader off, and then he has some form of twist in almost all of the books that the reader overlooks, and it just, like, slaps you in the face at how good the twists are. They're very big, as in the whole world. Yeah, they are. I should have gone the other way for my golden seed. Oh well. Too late now. Okay, don't go that way. I don't want to trigger the Deathrite bird. I really don't want to fight the Deathrite bird, so we're going this way. Because that Deathrite bird would ruin the run before it even begins. I should also mention this too, that in the Stormlight Archive, they have such good characters. Like, when I have kids, I've told my girlfriend this. If we get married and have kids, which that's coming down the road, I'm like 99% certain. But if we have kids, we're probably going to name, if we have 2 boys, we're going to name two of our kids after characters of the books, because they're just such... One, they're really cool names, like Kaladin and Adolin. I really like those names. And, like, the characters themselves are really, really good. They're very in-depth. They feel alive. They don't feel like as just a generic hero or a generic protagonist. So it's really good. Really, really good. If you have never read the books, the Stormlight Archives, and that goes to anybody out there who doesn't want to comment, that watches this way down the road, I highly recommend those books. Especially if you're into fantasy books like Lord of the Rings. You're probably going to love the Stormlight Archive. Alright, here we go. Our favorite singer. Nice, got the swing off. Oh, I would love it if you spawned here. Then I don't have to go very far. Oh well, that's fine. Gotta let my stamina come back. Might as well grab this. Ow. That hurt. Stop blowing me up. I don't like it. Boss never teleported for you, it just stayed there. Yeah, every now and again it stays in one spot, or it just teleports to like the area right next to it. That's my preferred location. Because then I don't have to deal with all the nonsense as much. Right, like I'm stuck in a small area. Don't have to deal with that. Oh, well, excuse me. Gotta get out of the way. Alright, here we are. Last leg of the fight. Ow. 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 No death. Ah, crap. I might die. I might die. Okay, Spear Boy. Pokey man. Leave me alone. If I die to this thing, I will never forgive myself. Just throwing that out there. Oh, okay, good. Whew. Crisis averted. We're good. Crisis averted. Like, honestly, if I would have died to that, I might have to take a break. I was going to be very mad. Let's get health up. Alright. Dragon time. Actually, let's put shield in the correct hand. Much better. This isn't good. I'm getting hungry. Not supposed to get hungry. I had a gigantic breakfast with my girlfriend this morning. We went out to Denny's, which is like Not the best food, but it's got decent breakfast options. And had some absolutely thick pancakes. I love pancakes. They're so good. Some chocolate chip pancakes, a little bit of bananas, hash browns, eggs. Oh, so good. It was a lot of food, but now, like, again, I'm fat, so I'm hungry. Back onto the topic of movie adaptations, you think The Last of Us show was pretty good? And Arcane was also nice to watch? I have not seen all of Arcane. I have not seen that one. And I haven't seen the second season of The Last of Us. The Last of Us, I think, it's not overrated. It's one of those things that's like, it's talked about so much, and I've seen the first season, and I've played both of the games. Like, I had my expectations for what I wanted that show to be, and I think first season, for the most part, they nailed it. But the second season, from what I have seen, it makes me question what people think before they make something. Like, I don't know who their audience was for in the second season, based off of comments that I've had, things that I've heard, spoils, and whatever else. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what any of that was for. That's all I really have to say on that show. But I did like the first season. First season was pretty good. I thought it was an interesting idea to go have a one entire episode focused more on Bill, because I thought his character in the game was really cool. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of like the intimate love story between those two. Should have been, or Bill and Frank should have been the main focus of the episode, but also I'm not complaining about it either. Said it was a good story, but it was just kind of weird. I wasn't expecting that as somebody who's played the game for hundreds of hours, because that story is one of the best stories ever. I should say one of the best video game stories ever, not one of the best stories ever, period. That's a series I'd actually like to put on my channel eventually anyway. Because I like third-person shooters. I like those games. Especially if they're like a story-focused game and not like a PvP game. I'll probably play it eventually. I just need a bigger audience. That way, if I start uploading random, people actually stay and watch my channel. Instead of like, oh, what's this? Why is Last of Us up here? Or, oh, what's this? Why is Halo up here? Or something like that. Or Returnal. Returnal's an excellent game, by the way. Excellent third-person shooter. Love the roguelike elements of the game. The fast-paced combat is exceptional. Only game I've loved and never beaten because of how hard it is. Oh, I can't fit through there? There we go. Let's just do this. I'm back to scratching your toes, lady. Calm down. You know what other movie adaptation or video game adaptation I would actually be excited to see is Ghost of Tsushima. Like, it was basically a movie anyway, and you really don't need to make a movie adaptation of it, but I think that'd be pretty cool. You told your brother to play this game and found him farming this dragon on day one of him playing? I mean, if not, I don't know how to feel about that, because, like, everybody has the right to play their own way. And I'm not going to tell people how to play the game. I'll recommend, but I'm not going to be like, you need to play it this way. But if you have an idea, because you've had things spoiled, you're disappointed, hey, that's understandable. That is fair. That is a fair point. But I'm not going to tell anybody how to play the game. They got free will. They can choose. They can make their choices. I will say in a first playthrough, though, that's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. Like on a second playthrough, when you've played the game, got everything exposed, and there's not anything major storytelling that you probably missed, then you can look that stuff up with like early farming spots or anything like that. Like, that's fine. Like, I didn't know about this until my second playthrough. It's been a while. How are you? I'm good, Sonny. How are you? I forget how long this takes. I don't like how long this takes. But it's fine, 'cause we're almost there. You're good? How's the grind going? You know, in the last part of this stream, or the last run attempt, I thought I was actually going to make more progress than I did. I was using the twin blade. The twin blade and Limgrave is actually pretty strong. It's stronger than I thought it would. So, I thought it was going well, and then, you know, all of a sudden it wasn't. It happens. That's fine. But now we're going to use the flail. We're going to go get the Knight Rider's flail once I level up enough. And then we'll get into the actual run. Not only was it his first playthrough, it's also his first day of playing on his second monitor. He had a video open, best room. Jeez, that's funny. So you're telling me he's okay with spoilers? That's something I kind of have a problem with. If I'm playing a game, I want everything that I do to be completely of my own volition. I don't want somebody else telling me what I should do. Actually, I'm speaking of spoilers, I need to look up the stats for this weapon, 'cause I don't know what they are. And I want to use it right away. Knight Rider flail. "10 strength, 24 dex." Excellent. Very good. Very good. He cares more about the bosses. That's fair. That's fair. Let's put 1 there, and then 14 endurance. Alright. Did we go to the round table? We did. Do I have any smithing stones? 4. Okay. We will go to Limgrave. And we'll go in the tunnel. The flail should do pretty good against the stone dudes, since it's technically a blunt weapon, right? Yeah, it's a strike weapon, so we should be okay against those stone dudes. You know what's going to be interesting too with From Software for later this year? If we get any more update or news on different games they got going out. Because I know Duskblood's releasing sometime this year, probably at the last part of the year. But I don't know how to feel about that game. If it's mainly a PvP game, I don't like that. I'm not a PvP guy. The PvP aspect of these games is like the least thing I like. It's actually the only thing I will legitimately say I oppose. I wish that they focus less on that and more on the actual game and bosses and things like that. But that's just me. There are some people that will play this game too specifically and only do PvP. Like there's every once in a while on my Instagram, I'll have like PvP fights or PvP bouts come up on my phone from Elden Ring. And there's a dude who plays as Patches. Like he role plays as Patches. I think that's hilarious, number one. And it's awesome that he plays like Patches would. Just an absolute troll. I love it. Have you any plans on doing the walkthrough of the DLC after the base game? Absolutely. That is my plan next. I've started my walkthrough prep, or I've kind of planning out my route that I'm going to do But there's a couple things that I want to do first. Like, number one, I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break from uploading videos just because I've kind of neglected my girlfriend. And I want to make sure I give her... I want to treat her better, number one. Like, I want to actually do stuff with her. Because we both have different work schedules, and if I'm taking a break from Elden Ring, like, I can do things for her. And that's kind of what I want to do over the next week, maybe half a week, depending on what my girlfriend has, because I'm not sure what days off she has this week, or this upcoming week. So if she does have days off, then I'll probably take a week off. If she doesn't, then it'll probably be like half a week. And then I'll come through with the DLC. And then after the DLC, we're going to do my version of build videos. But it's going to be in a way that I don't think very many people, if anybody, has done on YouTube. At least not that what I have come across. So that's going to be my goal. But I'm not going to spoil anything about that because I don't want anybody stealing my ideas. You know what I mean? Any day now, elevator. There we go. Cool, much deserved break. You've been working hard on these walkthroughs. I mean, honestly, it hasn't really felt like hard work doing this stuff. It's more so just time management. That's been the hard part, because I don't do YouTube full time, obviously. My channel is incredibly small, and we're growing incredibly fast. Like I talked about it earlier, my channel has doubled in a month, which is wild to me. Absolutely mind-boggling that I've gotten people here that watch my content enough and like it enough that they want to stick around. It's cool. It's awesome. Like, I got people like you guys hanging out with me, playing games, talking about Elden Ring and From Software games. It's sweet. It's awesome. But I need to get a lot bigger before YouTube just becomes my sole focus, so I can upload videos a lot more often than that. And the nice thing about that is I don't think it'll ever feel like work, right? But right now, I have to have an adult job to pay for like the necessities, which unfortunately takes a boatload of my time, so I can't do YouTube stuff all the time. But we'll get there one day. We'll get there one day. If my channel doubles in size every month, I think I'd be flabbergasted. We'd get there pretty quick then. Oh, bleed proc. Nice. That was pretty good. I wasn't expecting to kill him that quick. All right. Let's go get my flail. I also want to go get the map piece because it's going to just make my life easier. So I can actually see what I want to go do next. Oh, I don't have enough. 7,000. Okay. Alright, let's grab the map piece so I feel better about myself. And then away we go. I really think Elden Ring nailed the voice acting in this game too. Like, they absolutely did. Like, I don't complain very much about voice acting in games because I know, like, every game company has their vision for what they want characters to sound like, look like, things like that. So I try not to rag on anybody's voice acting ability. But, like, they nailed it, this cast. Like, there's not a single voice I don't like. Like, everybody sounds unique. Everybody sounds alive. They don't sound eccentric or just like they don't belong. You know what I mean? Like, if you play, like, Team Ninja games. Not that I'm ragging on Team Ninja, because they have awesome games. But, like, playing Neo 2 or Neo 3, there's some voice acting in those games where you're like, okay, the English voice acting is not the best. We should switch to Japanese. And then the Japanese voice actors sound much better. Or like with Wolong, I could not get through much at all with the amount of just really weird voice acting choices that they did. Because like the voices are talking like this, and then what's going on is really intense on screen. So it's like, ooh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. I feel like they could have done a better job with that. And I don't even mean like the director. I mean like whoever was voice acting. I feel like they either could have been given better direction or literally anything and it would have been better. But, oh well. We don't play those games for voice acting. We play them because they're really good combat games. Hello, lady. Oh, I can't talk to you. That's right.
Might I bend your... My name is the servants that but I swear my good father decided himself. The servants have since come. I fear it's no lease.
Can I have your letter?
My soul, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Deliver it to my...
I will do. I will do eventually. Torrent, do you want to come? There we go. What build are you doing these runs with? So every part of the rules of my version of the Deathless run is every single death I have to use a new weapon. I cannot repeat the same build, can't repeat everything. Just to add a little extra challenge to it. I can't get used to or get good with just one weapon. So I'm not even using like a meta build. So for this one, I'm gonna be using the Knight Raider flail if I survive. I just gotta kill this Knight Rider or Knight's Cavalry up here. And go from there. Like I've used the Bloodhound's Fang, I've used the Qatar, the great swords that we've had. I've tried dual straight sword. I've tried a dual pickaxe build. I've tried a lot. Basically anything I can get early is what I want to use for a build. Like I would love to eventually do like a Rivers of Blood, but that's way later because I'd have to get through basically all of the game to get to that point. So we'll see. Oh, alright. Well, I didn't want to hit you anyway. But where are you going? There we go. No. You missed me. Good move, sir. Oh, I whiffed. Miss me. Dang it. This is gonna take forever. Ow. Miss me. Oh, you got me. Good touch. Take your time. Take your time. I hope the Knight Rider flail has bleed on it, because that's going to make these things way better. Oh, that wasn't enough, dang it. Got him! Alright. Ballbuster. Oh, that's not nearly as much as I was hoping. Fear my balls. Oh, whoops. His balls are bigger. Already? Oh, God, that's gonna suck. No, you missed. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever. Hey, why are you going to the merchant? Merchant's a good guy. Leave him alone. Ooh. I like that. That helps. Ow, good move. You tried the double pump, huh? Double pump don't work. One pump's all you need. All right. Not much better, but we'll take it, you know? We'll take it. But that's all it is? The same size? What in the nonsense is that? You're stuck on the fire giant. You're very close to killing him, but die every time. Kept count. You've died to him 8 times now, so you took a break. I believe in you, man. You got it. You got it. Do you listen to, or do you want any tips, I should say? I'm pretty good at fighting that dude. Oh. The butt's getting sore from sitting on this chair. Yes, please. So, what phase are you dying on more often than not? First phase or second phase? Let me. There we go. Good job. Thank you. You're not using the build. You're not using the build in the walkthroughs. That's fine. No big deal. My advice is generally universal. A second more. Second phase more. 2 more hits, then he dies. Yeah. Generally speaking, in second phase, try to stay near his head, where you can see his head and his arms on screen, and do not lock on. If you lock on, it's way harder to see him because the camera gets all janky. If you stay, like, if we use this rock right here as his head, I'll get off torrent to show you. If you're using this rock here as his head, and there's one arm, there's the other arm, if you stay in this position where you can see him, he's going to do a lot more over-the-head slams, where he'll follow it up with another quick slam. So if you do that, you'll just roll towards one arm, hit, and then you'll roll again. You don't even need to see it because you'll be able to bait it. That's generally the best way. And when he rolls around a lot away from you, you can either get on torrent quick and go, or you can just run around. I like to run because I can dodge a little bit better with that. Other than that, the trickiest moves that I have trouble with are when he shoots those fireballs at you from a distance, the fast-moving ones. And when it's the fast ones, generally you want to dodge away from where they're coming. Like if they're coming again from this big stone here, for some reason with me, I get better hitboxes when I dodge away, meaning like with the strike. If I dodge for it for some reason, I get blown up right away, and I don't know why. I feel like they have like a radar or something saying like, oh, he's entered our explosion zone, time to blow. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Otherwise, with second phase, depending on what he opens second phase with like the spewing of a volcano where he just launches stuff everywhere. If he leans back and does that, just stand by one of his legs and bop him until he does that. Otherwise, if he does Firestorm, find a spot by his hand, because normally there's one hand or 2 that he will leave open. So you don't lock on to see his attacks, and in second phase, you try a heavy attack on his arms to get a stagger using Bloodhound Fang 9, Dex, and Strength Physic. That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, that works for sure. I would look at instead of the Dex and Strength Physic, if you have the Charge Talisman and the Charge, the Charge Physic, I'll show you which one, because I have it, I'm pretty sure. Or no, I haven't, because I haven't gone to the other section of Limgrave yet. But the charge physic is like right here in the Mistwood Ruins. If you the charge talisman's there, the physic is over here somewhere by the minor Erd tree. If you grab that and then you grab that, you're gonna do a lot more staggering with poise breaking and things like that. So that's what I'd recommend for like passive abilities. For Fire Giant, use the incantation that gives rot. That's another good one. Yeah, he's pretty weak with rot. Alright, let's grab some somber stones, because I believe this upgrades with that. There we go. Ow. You're going to load up the game and give you your full setup? Sounds good, dude. Alright, I think we're going to rest here, and then we're going to warp out and do some sacred tears and whatnot. Yeah, that's kind of what my thought was too with Fire Giant. Second phase is easier because it's easier to read, because you can see him. But if you can't see him, he's really tough. Yeah, that's what I want. I grabbed the somber one, didn't I? Okay, yes, I did. Good. I was going to be really upset if I didn't.
You're a new nomad loud, you're a...
Oh, these are smithing stones. I thought they were somber smithing stones. Ah, okay. Learn something new every day.
I am all set.
Alright, let's buy one of those, and we'll upgrade this thing to +4. Oh. Stiffening up, man. Sitting too long today. I was doing a little bit of walkthrough prep for the DLC this morning. Again, didn't get far. Basically just loaded into the DLC. And then kind of started looking at the maps to be like, where should I go first type of thing. And then I had to start stream. So, yeah. Been sitting a little longer than I normally do, but that's fine. I'd love to get a standing desk one day where I could just like hit a button and it rises and then I stand up and everything's lined up perfectly. That'd be wonderful. But I feel like we're wild before we get that hot. That cool, you know? Or before we get that special. You have one? It's really cool? Mbappe, I'm jealous. I'm 100% jealous of you. Because when I first started thinking, like, maybe I should try out YouTube, see how that goes, I was like, should I get a standing desk? Or should I just get a sitting one? And then there was an L-shaped sitting desk that was relatively cheap because it was on sale. And I was like, all right, I think we'll do that. And then maybe I'll just get, like, a stand that can stand up, like, raise and lower it. Whatever else. Oh, crap, I'm dead. Well, that's not what you want to see. That's not what you want to see at all. Well, there goes that run. Whoops. Whoops. I don't have anything else to say other than that. We all saw it. Yep, that indeed counts. I cannot die. I have to play this without death. Gravity. So mean. So mean. Cannot die. The only exception is gravity at the first part. This ain't Night Rain. I know. I played it yesterday. That's what got me. I was like, oh, big gap. Let's do it. I'm dumb. Oh, you thought if only an enemy kills you? That's the easy way. That's the easy way. We gotta play flawless. We gotta play flawless. I think we are going to try to get the Tree Sentinel Halberd at the start of the level. What am I on, 14? Yeah, 14. That sounds right. Let's see. I thought only if an enemy kills. Nope. Not in mine. Nope, that's not right. Alright, finish. Here we go. Man, that's a bummer. Ugh. Oh well. Such is life. I should look up and see how many levels that thing takes. Really quick and see. Let's see. The Golden Albert Elden Ring. 30 strength, 14 dex, 12 faith. Oh my god, that's gonna take me a year to get to. Ah. I mean, it's really only like 25 strength and 12 faith. Yeah, we'll still do it. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. We'll be alright. We'll get there. We're gonna use the halberd this time. And we gotta take off the helmet so we stop fat rolling. And here we go. Oh, I also gotta take that off. Don't need that right now. Yeah, so this is the only time in the Deathless run where I can die because it's a guaranteed fall or death anyway. So as long as I'm not trying to fight the grafted scion here, we're good. So you're at 65 vigor, or level 65, 46 vigor, 46 dex is at 44, Bloodhound's Fang plus 9, Carrion Knight armor set, Radagon seal, Carrion Filgreed crest, Ritual sword, talisman, warrior jar shard. Yeah, you killed him forgive me. Hey, it happens, dude. It happens. So I don't know if you want to upgrade your weapon to a Somber 10 or with the Somber Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone early, but you can actually go into the Consecrated Snowfield and get invaded by Furnished Eater. Anastasia, whatever her name is. She's the one that invades you by Caleb, too. If you cross the river in the Consecrated Snowfield and kill her, then you'll get a Somber Smithing Stone. Or a Somber 10, I should say, which will max out your weapon to plus 10. So that would also probably help out quite a bit with your fight. I want flasks. Alright. Depending on how long this attempt lasts, this might be my last one. Just because I'm getting hungry. Because I'm a big fatty and I need to eat. I really hate how quiet this tunnel is. Got him. Alright, let's go kill Soldier of Godric, because we're right there. Oh, let's kill you, because for some reason you're stronger than you should be. But that's fine. You think in your current Elden Ring save, you're like level 100 and have only 30 vigor, safe to say you're not much of a tank? That's true. That's a little light. That's a little light. But I don't like to play with being a tanky dude. Like, that's one thing that is kind of... I talked about this in the first Deathless run attempt that I had. It's like, how much health do I give myself? Like, do I just max out health right away before I really dive into whatever weapons I'm using? Or do I try to make a somewhat balanced build as I go through this? Because I could very easily make myself a tank. Think anyone has ever died to that boss? Yeah, I've died to that boss before. 100%. I'm being dead serious. I tried parrying right away, so I died. So I'm like, I want to learn a new skill. So I was terrible at parrying in Dark Souls. And really good at parrying in Bloodborne and Sekiro. So I'm like, let's just try to learn and see if I can do it in Elden Ring. So I think I chose Vagabond, used his shield, and I was terrible at it. Died immediately. Then had to run through the whole thing and do it again. That, and I feel like noobs that have never played the game before. Probably, yeah. You've died your first time you faced him? Yeah, it happens. And that greatsword catches you by surprise. Because he hits like a truck. Never even got hit by him? Well, look at you, you legend. You gotta spread some of that skill my way, because I might need it. I might need it based on my last attempt and how that ended. Of course, I don't know if there's a skill to prevent gravity. Ah, I can't believe that happened. I really do blame Night Rain. I blame Night Rain. I blame Night Rain. I saw it and I'm like, I'm good. Should you grind more for more decks? You're at 44 decks. I mean, that's pretty good. It's pretty respectable. What's going to give you more damage is more of your just raising your weapon to +10. Then I would start grinding for that dex. You could also look at strength. So when you, I know I can't show you yet because I don't have Torrent and I haven't made my deal with Melina yet. But when you look at your weapons, depending on which one you're choosing, there's like a soft cap and a hard cap. Even if the strength scaling is a D and dexterity is like a C or a B, every now and again there's going to be, it's actually better to level up strength because you're going to get more per level, if that makes sense. Until you see that number start to drop. You're getting 0 or 1. So even though it like might be just solely a skill weapon, if you spend like 5 levels into strength, it'll raise it up a little bit higher. You feel like the cat talisman should remove all fall damage? I've never used it. Does it just reduce the amount of damage you take? It doesn't get rid of it? And you guess the Radagon seal is the reason you're taking more damage? I mean, maybe, but you're also at what health? Where'd that go? You got 45 health. I mean a little bit, yeah, but you're also a mountaintop of giants. It just hits really hard. It only removes non-lethal fall damage. That's very useless. You're 100% correct. Wow, that's a dumb talisman. Oh boy.
They serve, but I can play turning to 80. You need own to the foot. Then it's
yes, please. I will accept.
I bequeath. Use it. It will summon torrent. Treat him with.
All right.
Shall I turn? Let my
I didn't use my ruin. God dang it. Boom. All right, let's level up. I want 12 faith. So we'll do 12 faith to start. And then I think it was 14 dex. So we got those done. Hey, good luck, dude. I believe in you. You got it. You got it. Just try to stay by his head so you can see his head and hands. Then you're good to go. There. Alright. I don't have enough dex to use the flail. Well, that sucks. I'm gonna have to fight most of Limgrave before I get my weapon then. Well, that's really unfortunate. Oh well. I need my map piece. And I need this thingy-majig. Or do I? No, I should be okay. I just might need to waste a couple levels and put them into dex. Because if I put them into dex to use the flail or a katana, then I can go get bleed and do that. It'd just take me forever in a day. Alright, let's go get the golden seed. We'll go by the Ash of War shack and get that. Will this one be able to take a different Ash of War? That's good. Like, would stamp work? I hope stamp would work on this. Because it is a big pole arm. And if not, I know the other one, spinning slash, would probably work too. Wow, that tree is impossible to pass. What a legend. Alright, let's see. Do I have enough money for... Nope, I don't. I have 52. Well, that's not going to be enough. Let's go kill that one assassin. Black Knife Assassin, and we'll go from there. Maybe I should just take my time and do, like, every boss in Windgrave. Even if it takes me all day. And by all day, I mean the next half hour.
Let me ask, are you here? Does your face, despite?
Indubitably. Yes, it does.
Any intro line? Now's the time.
1,500? Oh my
Not
goodness.
floating your boat.
Okay.
Well,
I feel like you're a swindler. That's okay. Alright, let's go to that catacombs. Gotta fight that Black Knife Assassin for like the 3rd time today. There is. You unfortunately killed him. You can summon Alexander if you wanted to fight with him. He's near either entrance to the boss arena. Sorry to be the one to tell you that, but yep, that is indeed what happens. Honestly, I didn't know if you killed him, you get the Shard of Alexander. I thought you had to wait until the end of his questline. Or is it like a weaker version of his talisman? Well, deserve that? Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, there's the katana. So we could technically go kill Grail. It'd just take me probably 10 minutes, which I don't know if I want to do. But we'll see. Alexander died as soon as he got freed. Ah, you're evil, man. You're evil. Didn't even give him a chance. Too far into the run to start a new one? Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. I believe in you, dude. You got it. Alright, charge forth. I've literally never used this, so let's see what it is. Said thank you, asked me for help, and instead I killed him. Seems fair. Totally. Wow, that Ash of War is actually pretty good. Surprise. Spin to win. Oh. Spin to win. Oh. Well, I guess I can't win. Are you gonna come fight me at all? Are you just gonna stay out of my polearm's reach? My charge attack was better. And aye. I don't know how I feel about halberds. Because is that like the same move set that I'm going to be using with the tree sentinel weapon? Because I've never used that, I don't think. Like, if I did, I used it right at the start of the game, and then I never used it again. So, we'll see. Alright. Should I go to the dragon? To be fair to myself, he gave me some meaty gift in return. Yeah, he gave you the exalted flesh, I believe. Yeah. Let's see. Should I go into the tunnel here to get stones? Or should I just go try to fight the dragon? What do you guys think? Dragon or tunnel for stones? What are you supposed to do with flesh? He just wanted to give me some of his trash before he didn't know where to put it. You don't know what that does? That actually gives you extra attack power. Like if you craft and use the crafting system that the game has, it actually gives you more attack power, more physical attack power. I don't ever use it because I don't like buffing myself. I like to fight the game at my base level. But yeah. Yep, exalted flesh. You don't use any buffs? Yeah, I try not to. Unless I want to see how stupidly strong I can get. Then I'll use like 2. And that's about it. But otherwise I try to go bareback. Raw dog every boss I fight. With the exception of the physic. Just because like either I'll use a heal or I'll use something to kind of help my playstyle if I'm using charge attacks or jump attacks or successive attacks as my main form of damage. Otherwise, yeah, I don't buff myself at all. Like there are some people that do crazy builds that are all one-shots. I don't know why that's what they choose to do, because that seems like a lot of math. I'm not good at math. I'm not good at math at all, so, yeah. But I think we're going to go mess with the dragon. I think that's going to be... It's going to take me forever and a day with just a katana. But I also don't want to farm for levels. I hate farming. Farming is one thing in video games I refuse to do unless it's for something really cool, like a pickaxe. Because the pickaxe in Elden Ring is actually really strong. I did not know how strong it was until I finally got it. You did one run where you tried to get to max health with buffs and talismans. You had like 3,000 HP. My goodness. Talk about a tank build. You just saw a video today. He was one-shotting Radon. Bro, that guy's his best fight in the game. You talking General Radon or Promised Consort Radon? Because Promised Consort Radon is stupid strong. And that's actually quite impressive how much damage that is. But if it's General Radon, you can actually... Oh, General Radon? I don't know if that's super impressive. Like, I've made some builds in mid to early game where you only hit him like 8 times and he dies. And that's without buffing yourself outside of your physic. So, I don't know about that. I don't know. I think General Radon is not as strong as he should be. Like, pre-nerf Radon, General Radon, was way harder than what he is now. Like, that's one thing I'm glad I can say with being a From Software guy, that I beat Promised Consort Radon and Star Scourge Radon pre-nerf. Before the babies started playing the game saying that his fight's too hard. Ow. I might die. Jesus. When you first fought Radon, you had 30 summons helping you. I tried with the summons, and they kept getting in the way. Like, they kept getting in the way. They just either wouldn't fight him, Or if they would fight him, they wouldn't hit him. They'd like swing and miss all the time. And it's like, why did I even summon you, Alexander? It was so dumb. To be honest, you just stayed back and let him kill him. Yeah, that's a strategy you could do, yeah. That is one you can definitely do. That's about as honorable, or I don't want to say honorable, but like, if we're talking from the video game sense, like the video game character sense, that's about as honorable as someone who rides around on torrents spamming magic the entire boss fight. Because I can't stand people who do that either, where they just try to avoid everything from the back of the horse. And then they're like, oh yeah, he was so easy. You didn't even fight him. You ran the entire time. How was that hard? Alright, I gotta actually focus. I can't die to this thing. I'll be mad. You use 0 summons for Radon and proud of it? That's what when I finally beat him, I had no summons. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Oh my god, I lived. Let's go. No running. Stay away. 1 HP in a dream, baby. Yeah, but to be honest, it's kind of aura. I'll just sit there like a boss while my minions fight for me. I mean, maybe. Maybe. That's your view. That's fine. That's fine to have that view. I just like being the lone wolf who likes to just tank everything. Or be the absolute goat and just never get touched. That's what I really like doing. I needed to put those 2 levels in dexterity. I'm not very smart. I'm not very smart. Not very smart. Nope. Well, that's a bummer. Is there any way I can get free money really quick? I think there's a couple spots I can get free money. You only use summons for Radon. Didn't even mean to. I didn't know what the glowing thing on the sand was. You ended up having like 20 people help you. It happens. I have $100. That's all I have in my pocket. And $100 is not enough, unfortunately. So we're going to go to just a couple spots that I can recall where I can get some money. Because I need 2 levels. Yeah, golden runes. Yep. Yep, I knew what you meant. Like this one. This one's only, oh, it's 200. Excuse me. It's 200 runes. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I hope I don't aggro the dogs. But there are some big dogs that are guarding some ruins on the way to the dragon. That's why I was confused. Yeah. I didn't make it very clear. That's my fault. I think there's a path right over here, and then I think there's some by the dogs, but let's see. Should be no enemies over here. Except for the blobs. But I don't think they'll hit me. If they do hit me, I'll probably die. Oh god. Okay, there, and then there's one more here. Alright. Let's see how much that is. Let's rest, reset everything, so everything leaves me alone. Oh, I forgot. She talks to me.
To determine if you had, it seems
this is illegal. My girlfriend's gonna get mad at me because I'm talking to another girl. Just kidding. My girlfriend doesn't do that. Thank God. She's not that crazy. Like, she's crazy, but not in that way. Of course, I think everybody's crazy in their own way. Especially women. I say that in the nicest way possible. Because more often than not, they're crazy in a good way. But the ones that are crazy in a bad way, run. Run as far as you can. As fast as you can. Alright. Yeah, 2 levels. Okie dokie. Now we gotta run to a dragon and just scratch its leg for 10 minutes. Like, no joke, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes me 10 minutes to try to do this katana stuff. Hey, attaboy. Great job. Great job. Now you're on your way to Fara Missoula with one of the coolest bosses in the game. Malekith, the Black Blade. Then you got another pretty cool boss too, but I am terrible at fighting that boss. Like, there are some bosses that I will have to practice a lot in order to actually be like saying this is a legit attempt at a deathless run. Placidusax is definitely one of those. 1000%. I am terrible at dodging all of his lightning attacks that he has. Kind of scared of Malekith? Malekith is a fun fight. He's a glass cannon, dude. He is a glass cannon. Hits like a truck, but has absolutely no health. He's so cool, though. Yes, he is. One of the coolest bosses in the game. Like, you were talking about Aura. I think that dude is Aura. I don't know if I'm going to do enough damage. I just want to knock you off the edge. Can you fall off the edge? Can you fall? Can you fall? Hey, that'll work. Alright, let's go down and get a Somber 9, because this is a Somber weapon that we're going to use. Took you so long to understand how to climb up this tower. Yeah, this thing's a puzzle. And like, this is the type of puzzle that I actually like doing in video games, where you're exploring stuff. I don't like puzzles where it's like, find the 3 items, bring them to the slots that look like them, and plug them in, and oh, I'll be danged, you opened up a new section or area, like in Resident Evil. I am not a fan of how that stuff is. Like, to me, those games make me mad, because it's like, I don't want to run around solving puzzles, I want to kill zombies. You know what I mean? But a lot of people like them. I don't know, different tastes. Like, my girlfriend's one of those people that loves those games. She just played Requiem. You don't love the Find the 3 Wise Beasts? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that stuff either. Like, those are the like, I'm glad there's simple puzzles like that in Elden Ring, but I'm also at the point of, like, I'd rather just fight a boss to get inside, or an enemy to get inside, instead of we're not gonna do this. We're gonna go back and rest and wait until he calms down, since he sees us already. But I'd rather it be like an enemy. I kind of made that comment earlier, like in the DLC. Because the DLC has the Shadoo Tree fragments, and some of them are just like, you find them by exploring, or they're locked behind different walls and things that you gotta find and explore to find. I'm fine with it, but I would much rather have it where we fight a tough enemy like they did in Sekiro, till we can get our prayer beads, or we can get our Shadoo Tree fragments in this case. Like, that's what I like. Because it was a legit skill check. It wasn't just a boss, it was a skill check. That's what I liked more than just exploring. It's one of the reasons also why I'm kind of skeptical about Crimson Desert. Because I've heard really good things about the gameplay. And I've heard really good things about the game in general, but I've asked the question to a couple of different streamers that have been playing it for a couple hundred hours, like, is it a fun game? Like, does it deter from the game if you're not someone who likes puzzles? And I've had 2 of them say yes, because there's a lot of puzzles that have a lot of good loot behind it. And then I've had one person say no, it's like he doesn't hate puzzles, but he doesn't go out his way to do them and still having a blast in the game. So, I don't know. Like, there are some games where they make puzzles their whole thing. And, like, that's not for me. I'm an idiot. I'm dumb. I don't want to think critically. I just want to learn how to beat something up. That's what I want to do. I do think I'm going to get an absolute finger with that. With how many times I have to hit a button. Oh, because it's going to take forever. I should have started as the samurai, so I could have had 2. But at that point, I would have just got the flail. Oh, this is gonna take forever. I think I might take so long to kill this dude that we're gonna get a second roar. That's kind of tragic if that happens. Or the debuff's gonna go away and he's gonna roar again and rebuff me. Re-debuff me. Have I used a katana yet? I don't think I have. Oh, that's alright. This run's the halberd run. Depending on how long this takes, we'll probably end the stream once I get my weapon. Because I'm thinking once I get done with this, I'm going to run through the tunnel and we're going to try to kill the troll and get all the smithing stones so I can get that to a +3. And then we'll run and kill the tree sentinel so we can end the stream with the weapon we want and then start the stream how we want to be on next week Saturday. I should also mention that now too. Like I am probably going to take a break. Either it's going to be a week or like half a week or something like that. Just because I've made so many videos from the walkthrough and kind of neglected my girlfriend like I mentioned before. That I am still going to stream. So I'll still be streaming on Saturday, but videos are probably going to upload a little later. Thank God, finally. That took forever. So, for example, my next video that I've got done, or I'm going to have done, I should say, I'm going to get it finished up by the end of the day today. That'll be uploaded for Tuesday, so that'll be for everybody to see then. And then, what, 30, right? I think so. There we go. There. I feel like dexterity's off. One of the two is off, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna check. I gotta check. I really don't want to farm. But as I was saying with my stream, where's the weapon? There's the weapon. 30, 14, 12. Okay, so we are good. Never mind. Excellent. But as I was saying, with streaming, I'm still gonna stream. I don't want to stop streaming because this is actually a lot of fun. Like, it gives me something that I get to look forward to at the end of a busy work week. The thing is like I want to take a few days off to hang out with the girlfriend because I haven't really done that as often as I should have because of how crazy work's been and how crazy YouTube's gone. Because I'm super happy that my channel's doubled in size in a month. Like in the last 30 days, it's gone double. I've gotten like 40 some people to subscribe to my channel, which is amazing. Like I'm blown away by that, and I'm incredibly thankful that I've got people doing that for me. But I also need to make sure I take a break from that stuff. You're satisfied now that you killed the fire giant? We'll watch you stream and chill. Stream's not gonna last for much longer, dude. I'm stopping around 3 o'clock, unfortunately. But that's just because I gotta make my last video for the Elden Ring base game. But again, I'm gonna be probably uploading that Tuesday, and then the video after, I'll make sure I include it in the video when the next video will be. So it'll either be a week from Tuesday after that, or it will be the following week's Thursday. That way I have a full 7-day period where I can hang out with the girlfriend, give her the time that she deserves, and then I can still stream with you guys on Saturday. Because streaming is something I don't want to do. It's only 3 hours. That's not going to be that big of a deal. But every day making videos, I typically spend anywhere from 2 to 4 hours trying to do that. So it can be pretty hectic when a girlfriend wants to hang out with me, and my version of hanging out is saying, hey, come help me with the video and type stuff down for my notes so I know where I'm going. Not a very good boyfriend at that point in time. But I'm lucky that I got a girlfriend that would help me with this. Because there are several out there that would be like, you need to get a real job. Which, I mean, I already have. But I don't want to do that real job forever. Ooh, that felt satisfying. That felt very satisfying. Alright, another smithing stone 1. 4 heals left. Alright, we gotta kill this troll. All the best, bro. Don't stress yourself out. Take breaks. Enjoy time with friends and a girlfriend. That's the plan. That's the plan. Alright, like I've talked about this with a couple of my friends that know I'm making a YouTube channel, and they're like, dude, it's really cool to see how you've been growing recently. Like, this was probably a month ago, so I've maybe had like 10 people subscribe in 2 weeks, which is really cool. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to sound like I'm not grateful. I'm incredibly grateful. I honestly thought that I was going to have to stop doing what I'm doing because like nobody would watch. So I'm very thankful for what's going on. But like listening to them talk about it, and they're like, does it stress you out trying to get everything done and stick onto a schedule? And I'm like, a little bit, but it's just time management. If I can plan my days out in advance, and hopefully everything lines up and there's not any crazy odd things that happens or things that are just out of my control that I got to deal with, and then things go well from there. And the last few weeks, it's been a little crazy with my work schedule because, like, if you don't know, I'm a baseball coach. I work at an academy where people sign up for different times, and I coach them to get better as an athlete, things like that. And I typically work evenings because all of my people that ask me to coach or ask me to get coached by them. Oh, the game broke. Did you see that? I'm broke. I'm stuck. Wow, that was weird. But they scheduled me last week in the morning, and then I'm still staying there for like 12 hours almost. So I was like, well, I'm getting burnt out from everything, and that's not good. So, not the first time that's happened, though, unfortunately. Counts as a death? God, I hope not. We'll never get anywhere. I didn't fall. I still have ruins. We're not at 0. I respectfully disagree, sir. Good guess. Which way do I go? Oh, it's that way. Well, I missed that. I should also preface my complaining with this. I do actually love my job. I know my job's not that hard. But I feel like I'm capable for more. And that's one of the reasons why I'm pushing YouTube so hard. Because I'd eventually like it to be where my channel is not just my channel. It is me and a couple of my friends and my girlfriend helping me out with everything. So it's a group of people running all paths taken. That's what I would like, because then we can eventually work into different games. So like, for example, I was bashing on Resident Evil. I think Resident Evil is a game that there are people who want to platinum that game. They want to 100% it, so they should try their best and find a channel to do that. And I don't know if there's many channels that do that, so that's one of the things I want to do. But that'd be where like everybody has that niche or category that they do. Next challenge, level 1, not ending the stream till you do a deathless run at level 1. Did you not see me fall from gravity earlier? I'm gonna get to the first steps and just fall over dead. That's how about we beat this first? Let's beat this first and then we'll go from there. Because I was thinking about maybe taking a break from the Deathless run and next week we do a randomizer. But a Deathless level 1? Oof, that'd be tough. That's why you want to challenge me to that? Hey, we'll get there one day. We'll get there one day. When I actually get good at this game, we'll get there. Because right now, I give myself a C. I give myself a C on performance. I feel like I've been sleeping on some of these different weapon classes. Like, I feel like I have. I thought these weapons, like this weapon kind of sucked, but it's actually not bad. Like, the range is pretty good. The sweep attacks are pretty good. Who would have thunk it? I'm not a halberd guy. I'm a sharp, pointy object like a sword or a dagger or 2 swords or a big friggin' sword. That's what I want. So seeing a halberd actually do some damage and chunk things like that, it's kind of cool. Alright, I think I'm going to upgrade my weapon really quick like. Oh, Ronnie, I don't want to talk to you.
May I have a word? I am the witch. I'd heard turned upon the talk thou art.
I gotta fight a boss. You're taking too long. And I'm getting a little hungry. Like really hungry because I'm a fat dude. I'm a fat dude. Hungry. I don't even know what I'm gonna eat. That's the problem. Boop, bam, bob. Alright. Here we go. Alright, let's see how the tree sentinel is with a halberd that I've never used. Boop. Boop. Miss me. How did you miss me there? Oh my goodness. Alright, halberd's not bad. Look at that. Who would have thought? Ow. That was the exact wrong way to dodge that move. Oh, got him out of the air. Let's go. Whoo! That would have hurt so bad. I love this move. I love that move so much. That's so cool. Oh, missed me. Oh, he hit me first. Oh, God. 1 HP in a dream. Please, God, no. Stay alive. Miss me. You know what? We're just going to do it for safety. Yep, that was fair. I was way too early. Woo! Ending the stream on a high note, baby. We got a run getting together. Oh. Oh, but I'm heavy now. Can you calm down? Something cool just happened. Alright. Do I have a somber one? I do. Heck yeah. Well, let's upgrade this to somber 1. Or +1. And then we'll start the stream off with the golden halberd. With the golden vow. Who knows? Maybe I'll use the tree sentinel armor for this run if I make it that long. Ooh, does this have a different moveset than the other one? Oh, it does. That's cool. Halberd isn't bad. You feel it's underrated? I mean, we'll see. I've never used one. I think I might have used this particular halberd like maybe for two hours, and then I was like, all right, I'm bored. And then I moved on from there. So we'll see in the next stream. We'll see next Saturday. But as I mentioned, probably going to take a week off after starting on Tuesday when that video will upload. So it'll either be next week Tuesday when the videos start back up or the following one. But I will be streaming next week Saturday. We're probably going to do a randomizer, or we'll start with this. I'm not 100% sure. I might post something on YouTube for you guys, like a poll, so you guys can decide what you guys would rather see. So we can do a randomizer from my PC, and I can hope and pray that my PC does work and doesn't break if the seed is too taxing on it, or we can do this again, because we got a build started. We're not going to be starting from scratch. So, yeah. But thank you, Mbappe. Thank you, Sonny, for hanging out. Rip, if you're watching this at the end. I appreciate you checking out the stream earlier, and anybody else who is here. You guys are awesome. Thank you again for everything you guys do. Like I've said it probably a dozen times. My channel's doubled. I still can't believe that. It's amazing. So thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out with me. I'm glad we could share in this wonderful game together. And I hope to see you guys next week when we stream Elden Ring some more. So have a great day. Enjoy.